Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Singaporean Talks Money. So today's video will be about Tesla putting in $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And lots of similar videos and blog posts on the above topic as Elon Musk makes an action on Bitcoin after talking about it on Twitter and everywhere else. So after I watched Meet Kevin's video, I found it really informative where he talked about Tesla putting in US 1.5 billion out of their 19.38 billion in cash and cash equivalents into Bitcoin. And the purpose of doing that, they wrote, is to maximize the return on cash that are not required for operating activities and also to expect to start receiving Bitcoin as payment on certain products, depending on the laws. So I find that some points he mentioned was very informative and substantial in that the words they used were to maximize the returns on cash. So is this to mean that putting your cash into Bitcoin is a way of generating high returns as well? That's something to think about. Also, imagine if Tesla really accepts payment in the form of Bitcoin, then their holdings of Bitcoin will slowly increase even without them actively buying more. And Tesla also announced that they will be holding these assets, Bitcoin, for the long term, which is huge because this means that it is here to stay. From the hashtag Bitcoin to Dogecoin, to GME, Elon Musk has really been breaking everyone's perception of how a CEO of a company should be. To the many, he is really disruptive with whatever he says, making an impact. Some might see it as fresh, while some might find him too volatile. In my opinion, I find that he is really interested in trying out new things that will cause a disruption or make processes even shorter, which will in turn improve our lives. So something that a lot of people has been putting out is that if Tesla is putting money in to Bitcoin, are other institutions also putting money in as well? So US 1.5 billion is not a small amount, and for them to put it in during January 2021 could also mean that more institutions will be putting any excess cash not needed for operating in, or maybe they might have already bought Bitcoin. So as mentioned by a lot of different bloggers, and particularly Wealth Dojo, many companies are sitting on a huge heaps of cash. And if they choose to put an amount into Bitcoin, imagine the impact of price volatility that will follow. So with Elon Musk mentioning that Bitcoin can also be used to purchase Tesla cars or products means that it will slowly be adopted into their system. And with more people being able to use it, adoption rate will increase. So cryptocurrencies are currently not under the regulation of the government. And so Elon can tweet whatever he wants about Bitcoin or Dogecoin, unlike in 2018 where he was fined by the SEC for tweeting that he was planning or might take Tesla private at $420. Wow, $420 before the 5-for-1 stock split. Currently, Tesla is trading at about $800 plus after the stock split. That's how much Tesla's stock price has run up. So a lot of people are also saying that Apple may be the next big company to enter the cryptocurrency market, both by allowing Bitcoin to be exchanged on its Apple Wallet service and investing some of its own reserves in units of the cryptocurrency. This was mentioned by Mitch Steves, an analyst at RBC Capital Markets. So because Apple holds a payment platform, and this means that they will be able to integrate cryptocurrencies into it. Hence, many feel that it will be beneficial for them to join in. and especially so since they hold a substantial amount of cash as well. So then, if everyone is going to go in and buy Bitcoin, there will be a huge jump in prices. And then many will think, is this a good time to go in now? So as of today, Bitcoin is currently at a price of $44,000 US dollars. And during when Tesla announced that it's US 1.5 billion pump into Bitcoin, the price went up like a rocket to 46 and 47,000. It has now since went down a little to 44,000. So is it then still okay to put your money into Bitcoin now? As always, Bitcoin is still a very volatile asset, jumping by a few $1,000s per day. And your investments could very well drop by 30% or even more the next day. To ensure that you have to ensure that you are okay with the amount of volatility is one thing. You also have to ensure that you are using money that you do not need in the short term, and that the amount of money should not take up more than 10% of your total investments. So there are many people out there who really stand by cryptocurrencies and say that by 2021 year end, Bitcoin will hit 60,000 US dollar. I mean, no one really knows what will happen, and whether or not that happens, you have to understand yourself first. If you are really risk adverse or have no extra money on hand, you should wait and build up some extra cash first. But definitely in the long run, make sure you don't FOMO, where you have the fear of missing out and you just go all in. But if you're able to take on more risk and volatility, I feel that it's great to go ahead and purchase some Bitcoin, as it is definitely still in its early stages and lots of changes and adoption might happen along the way. To be part of its growth currently is already so interesting. What more if you are able to own some as well? So I hope that today's video has been interesting for you. Do help me hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that I will have the motivation to continue to produce videos for you guys. If you have any comments or feedbacks for me, you can also comment them down and I'll read through them. Here's wishing everyone a happy Chinese New Year and 新年快乐